Have you ever been in a race that you didn't sign up for? Well, guess what? You've been in one all of your life. It's called the race of your life. Welcome back to Green Fire Motivation Channel. My name is Judy Owens. It is my intention that with this channel, you'll be able to take action and take control of your life. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, click the like, hit the bell so that you can get notified anytime new items are loaded onto the page. And also, I would like you guys to leave some comments below the video. That way I'll know what you guys think of the videos, if you like them, if you think there's any thing that you want me to go back over in more detail. Your comments are greatly and suggestions are greatly appreciated. Also, if you want, go ahead and put in the comments some things that you may need help with getting motivated on. That would help me tremendously to help you tremendously. So, last week we talked about go. That was the main topic, go. Okay, so just to backtrack, over the last 6 weeks, we've been going over the paper match, which if you're not familiar with it, you can definitely click the link down below. There is a tutorial. It's about 6 weeks old or 7 weeks now. If you click on that and then click on the following videos, then you'll be able to get caught up on how to construct your paper match. So we went over the 3 things that you wanted to change in your life. We went over the pain scale. We went over your why. Then we also went over the cheat sheet of life. And last week, once again, we went over the go. And we also did defining your why. So last week, once again, was time for you to go. You had everything that you needed for your paper match. So it was time for you to take action and take control of your life. So I'm getting the feeling that some kicked off to a really good start. When we got on our marks, we got set, and we went. And then there are some that got set, and they're still set and never went. They never heard go. So, the good thing is, this race is not given to the fast or the strong. It's given to the one who endures to the end. Okay? So what I would like you to know is that if you still have breath in your body, then you are still in the race and you still have a fighting chance. Okay? That also means you can still win the race. Go figure. Just because you didn't start last week, that was last week. Shake the dust off your shoulders and move on. There's no need to harp on what you didn't do yesterday, what you didn't do last week or last year. Every day is brand new mercies, and every day is a new day. Press forward. Learn from the past, but don't dwell in the past. Move forward. Okay? So, what I want you to do, if you have your paper match, okay? And once again, if you haven't constructed one, then I need you to go ahead and construct one. And then I need you to come back and watch this video again, because I'm going to give you some specific instructions that I truly believe will motivate you. And not only motivate you, but stir you up. And not only stir you up, but get you into action. Not for anybody else. Not for your mom, not for your dad, not for your brother, your sister, your uncle, your aunt, your cousin, but solely for you. Okay? So this is what I want you to do. Now, I don't know about you, but there was a time where there was one particular thing in my house that I rarely ever used. Now, some people use it every day. Some people use it every other day. Me personally, where I used to be in my life, I didn't use it at all. And I know you're wondering what I'm talking about, so I'm going to tell you. Do you have a mirror in your house? Do you have a mirror in your house? Whether it's the one on the bathroom wall, whether it's the one on the back of the door, whether it's a handheld mirror, whether it's a compact mirror. When's the last time you looked in the mirror? Moreover, when's the last time you looked in the mirror and actually paid attention to what was looking back at you? Just want you to think about that for a couple of seconds. The last time you looked in the mirror, were you really paying attention to what was looking back at you? Or did you just glance, see what you needed to see, and then look away? Did you really look in the mirror and take time to notice your hair, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your wrinkles, your lips, your nose, your ears? Did you take the time to look at any of that? Or did you just look really quick, see what you need to see, and walk away? Now I'm going to change the question. Did you like what you saw? Moreover, did you even know who you saw? I know these are weird questions, but these are the things that we don't really think about. We don't think about these things. When's the last time you looked in the mirror and actually paid attention to what was looking back at you? I hope I have your attention because I'm about to give you some instructions that I truly believe are going to make you take a deeper look. Okay? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to get your paper match. Okay? I want you to get your paper match in hand. Okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to find a mirror. Preferably the one that's in your bathroom. That way you can hold your paper and stand in front of the mirror. Okay? I want you to find a mirror. If it's a compact mirror, find a way to prop it up. I really want you to be able to get a really good look at yourself. And when you're doing that, I want you to have that paper match in your hand. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to read your paper match from top to bottom. I want you to read everything that's on that paper. I want you to read the 3 things that you want to change. I want you to read why you want to change them. I want you to read the number of your pain scale. I want you to read the answer to your question, your cheat sheet. I want you to read your plan. I want you to read it 3 times. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 times. I want you to read your paper match to yourself 3 times. I don't want you to be distracted. I don't want you to be interrupted. You need to be solely focused on these 3 things that you want to change in your life. Because if you haven't moved when the word said go, then that means you weren't focused. So the whole point is for you to get back into the race. So I want you to get in front of your mirror. I want you to have your paper match, and I want you to read it 3 times. Now, the first time you read this paper match from top to bottom, I mean, don't miss anything. Don't miss the word and, don't miss the word or, don't miss the word if. I want you to read every single word that you wrote on that paper. The first time you read it, I want you to read it like you're reading it to a friend. I want you to read it like you're reading it to a friend. Do you know why? Because outside of Jesus, the next friend that we have is the person that's looking back at us in that mirror. So the first time you read it, I want you to read it like you're reading it to a friend. You are your friend. Now, if you had a best friend and you were expressing something that was really important, you will want them focused totally on what it is that you have to say so that they can show their love and their support through their listening ears. So I want you to read it the first time like you're reading it to a friend. Okay? The second time you read your paper match, I want you to read it to yourself. I want you to read it to yourself. And And the reason why I say I want you to read it to yourself is because the first time you said it, you read it like you were reading it to a friend. But the second time, you're reading it for yourself because you need to know that what you have written on this paper has so much power. A change in our life is merely a decision and the action we take after making that decision. So you need to read that paper match from top to bottom to yourself, because you need to encourage yourself. Are you guys hearing me? I hope you are, because it's very important. You are the one that's running this race in your life. And if you don't encourage yourself outside of God, who will? I hope you're listening. That's a very important step. Now, the third time you read this, you've read it twice already. So you should start feeling yourself. Your emotions are stirring. Your heart is starting to pound. Your pulse is about to go through the roof. Why? Because you're getting ready to get back in the race. That adrenaline is going to start pumping. Trust and believe me. Because the third time you read this, you're going to pretend that you're reading it to every person who ever told you that you couldn't do it. You're going to read it pretending that the person in the mirror is every person that said that you were no good, you were nothing, you were dumb, you were stupid, you would never graduate. I want you to read it like you telling them, look, just because you said I wasn't going to make it doesn't mean that I'm not going to make it. I'm going to make it because I'm my friend. I'm going to make it because I encourage myself, and I'm definitely going to make it only because you said I wouldn't. You know why? Because you're showing them that what other people thought was impossible is now possible. This is your race of life. But by you running this race and doing the impossible, your light is going to shine. And it's going to shine bright for all those who are to follow. Follow that example that you have set. So you're reading this paper match 3 times. The first time you're reading it to yourself like you're your friend. The second time you're reading it to yourself because you're encouraging yourself. And the third time, when that fire starts to build, when that flame starts to spark, you're reading it for every single person who said that you weren't. Because you know what? As long as there's still breath in your body, you will. You can. And you must. You will. You can. And you must. Now I want you to go find that mirror and get started on reading that paper match right now. Green fire motivation means go. Green fire motivation. Green means go. Find your mirror now.